Oh man, I'm having an amazing time catching up with an old Matt. In fact, one of the coolest cats I've ever met in Cape Town, and he's doing something that I think all gents need to tap into. Never underestimate the power of the fade. In Cape Town, we have got a local saying, "As die fade in us." Now, you know the rest, I think. Now it's time for us to introduce someone who is a cut above the rest, undoubtedly. And he'll make sure that you leave the barbershop with the freshest fade and, of course, promises to be the keeper of all your secrets, because that's why we rely on our barbers. We are joined by a business owner and barber, or owner of Barber the Mason, Mason the Barber, Jason, which is a bit of a tongue twister. He'll be taking us through the top 5 Movember grooming tips, and we'll be chatting to him about his particular barber shop that I know has been like a life mission to get to this point. So Jason, congratulations, first of all, to you.
Thank you so much.
I met you in my journey in Cape Town, and I could see even back then, as you were moving from chair to chair and trying to find your place and then going through this crazy COVID journey, there always was this vision. I always felt like you had this goal of where you saw yourself. Are you there yet? Have you taken those first few steps? Where are you in your journey of Mason the Barber?
Oh, Graham, it's definitely been quite the journey. But where do we start? Let's start at the beginning. I started from nothing, essentially. But definitely my mom was the inspiration. My mom's a hairdresser.
Oh, cool.
And I've kind of just followed in that footsteps. Trying not to get emotional. I told myself I wasn't going to do this.
Hey, listen,
Sorry,
I'm a bigger cry risk than you, bro. Today especially, man.
It is a special time. But I tap into that, and I'm just going to own it. But yeah, so my mom's been the biggest inspiration for that. And she's watching at home now.
What's your mom's name?
Bernice.
Bernice, we love you.
Hi, Mom.
We love you so much.
So starting from studies and then working in my first shop, being dismissed first 2 times, not just once. And from that, that's what it actually inspired me to have my own space. I now, in 2022, have my own space. And I've got a junior, I've got an apprentice, and we're starting from the bottom up again, and yeah, now we're here.
Because that's the beauty of your industry. It's all mentor-driven. There is an opportunity for you to change lives in so many different ways because you work in the most intimate space with gents.
100%.
What is the crux here? Yes, you've got to be able to rock a fade, obviously, but something else happens when a gent sits down in your chair. What is that experience like for you? What goes through your mind when a guy walks in?
So what I really enjoy doing is educating the guy sitting in my chair, mostly from whether it's to do with his hair, to do with his beard, and help him understand what he can and what he can't do with his hair. I like to make my clients feel comfortable, so we do an hour service, and that allows us to really just enjoy, relaxed, and soak up everything, what has to be said, and what can be learned as well.
What do you do if you get told those secrets? Because it's quite there's something disarming about being in that chair all super relaxed.
So I started saying to my clients that this is the chair of vulnerability and comfortability. Because they're either going to fall asleep after sitting in the chair, or they're actually going to start telling me their deepest, darkest secrets that they don't actually tell anyone else.
And he is a custodian of these things. Buddy, you're doing something over the month of November just to reinforce this notion of men's health. What are you guys getting up to?
So I've teamed up with Melville and Moon, and Just Like Papa, and they are, together we are just kind of raising awareness with men's health, mental health, suicide and prostate cancer. And all we want to do is just treat the guys, do some shaves, rock some mustaches again, make it cool, because people think it's a little bit weird, but we think it's cool. And whatever we do on the day of the service that I do, Just Like Papa and Marvin Moves, they're going to match what I do on the day, and they're going to send that forward to raise awareness.
Fantastic. This is the most important part, having the conversation, at least starting that. So, brother, thank you so much. I'm not rocking the mo just yet, but I need some grooming tips myself. So, Jason ain't going anywhere. Don't forget to visit Mason the Barber on 176 on Main Road in Claremont, Cape Town. It's an awesome little spot. You can book an appointment this Movember at Mason via booksy.com. And stay tuned, Jason's going to be taking me through some beard tips for Movember and giving me some ideas on what possible style I could rock if I went the Mo route. So stick around.